cry, indeed cry. So what to do? So cry every day. So why don't we party it out? So why don't we laugh it out? Cause I
Conversations for consciousness, we waiting.
indeed you looking at
But I'm glad to meet him and talk to him.
It was an idea, and then now it manifested into real life.
It's really here.
Yeah,
It's tangible. We really planned that.
it's tangible.
We're touching the table.
In which we planned.
This is a good. We're on, baby.
So why
What
don't
you do for the world?
Alright, let's do it. Alright, so my name is Andrew Mudd. I'm starting a real estate company, so I'm just trying to change the way people sell and buy homes and whatnot. Our motto is a new way to do real estate, so Godfather of the new way to do real estate.
New way.
So, new way. It's
That's
a new
awesome.
way. It's a new way.
There you have it.
Fantastic, man.
My name is Dayton Jackson. I am an artist, a spiritual activist, and a human. So let's get it. You know me, I'm just a goofy dude who's on camera. Here we have my boy.
Hi everyone, my name is Eme and I'm with the AMark Own Company. AMark Own is a fashion and entertainment company. We promote artists, models, fashion designers, athletes, and global talent. We are happy to have you today, and we are excited to share with you what mind and see if we can. Two of us can change the world, you and I. So let's do this, and I'm excited to introduce you to my brother and a friend.
What's up, guys? I'm Ray with ADCO. Let's see where to start. Grew up in Orange County, California. Born and raised by two just loving parents. Hey, mom and dad.
That's important.
Anyways,
That's important.
yeah, I just gotta say I'm super blessed, and I'm super just happy to be here. Watching just ideas manifest into tangible things in the physical realm. ADCO, what is ADCO? So ADCO is Artisan Design Company, and essentially this is our mantra. Success is handmade, so go out and build something. And so a subcategory, or I should say like a sub-genre of ADCO is going to be my clothing. I'm wearing ADCO right now. My clothing reflects our belief in that everybody should be truly unique. So therefore, all of my things I treat as a painting, and there's only one of those paintings ever that I ever make. And so that is what ADCO clothing is all about.
Your boy slick with the drink though. You slick with the drink, man. That boy got the little cup holder of the lawn chair talking about, let me sip on them. Talking about consciousness.
Okay, let's get back to Andy.
Andy, you actually just start from the whole jump. I think he asked you something like, Andy, you trying to change the world just like all of us. Tell me how real estate relates to making the world one nation.
As a young man under 21.
Yeah, I mean, I'm only 18.
18?
I love that shit.
That's something to be.
My boy, he coming up.
I'm only 18. I don't know where the passion came from. I don't know why I have it. All I know is that I do have it.
Got it.
So now it's my purpose to create something out of that. So, housing, on the topic of real estate, is it's a safe place. Your home is your safe place. Even if your home's not your safe place, there's always going to be somewhere you're going to go where you're going to be like, this is where I should be. And so I'm just trying to make that easier. And I want to piggyback off of what was
Ray.
passion?
Yeah, passion.
Passion, purpose, right?
Passion, progress, happiness.
Passion, progress, happiness. All right, so on the topic of passion, it ties in so much with purpose, and so, I just lost it. All I lost my train of thought right in the middle of that.
Unifying everybody is my only mission. One world nation. Love is my religion.
Something that happens a lot in society today,
This is for all my innocent people that's in prison. This is for all my people that's fighting with addiction. This is for all my people that live in bad conditions. Love is the language and peace is the
vacation
tradition.
time.
Use your
Over
intuition.
what they really should be
We
doing.
need some ambition. Can you see the
happens
vision?
so
If you
much.
live it now, you in a
Some
pivotal
people would
position.
rather, if your goal in life
Why you think they went to Africa and took everyone
that
that they
you want
diamonds?
to hit garage sales every
Everybody
weekend
sitting
and
on your
donate
ass. Why the hell
everything,
is you whining?
or you want to work at a nonprofit
Revolution
and
start
make
right now. I think this is
$30,000
perfect
a year.
timing.
Yeah.
The problem with society today is that so many people would rather work in a skyscraper with a secure job, with health insurance, pensions, 2 weeks vacation. They'd rather worry about the
The
security,
freebies by the security.
the
Yeah.
security of it, rather than doing what they actually want.
Yes.
So that's something we see a lot. I mean, I see it a lot. I know a lot of people, family, friends, all that stuff. Like my mom. I'll use my mom. My mom is, she's in the medical field. She had to leave the medical field and do something else so she could figure out she loved that again. So I think that takes a lot. My mom went from being, let's just say, doctor. She's like one step below a doctor.
Okay.
So my mom was a doctor. She decided to take a pay cut and be a teacher because she felt teaching was her passion. And then she went back to being a doctor, and now she's teaching people how to be doctors. So there's different paths you take
That's real.
to find your purpose, and her purpose was both of those things.
She had
Yeah.
to
So
find a way
you-
to incorporate them both.
Exactly. So you may have multiple purposes. It's just a matter of, like you said, incorporating, figuring out what it is. And I'm real big on that. I would rather own my own company and make $30,000 a year
Right.
than be an accountant making $150.
I vibe with that. And back to what your mom did, and what a lot of people don't realize is that took patience. And so when you're, let's not beat around the bush. If you really want what you want, then what comes with that, and what is necessary is that you're patient, right? Patient every day and patient in the long term. If you're not patient to see things pan out, and you only give it a couple months time, or a couple weeks time, couple days time, how are you supposed to make any progress in the direction that you want to make progress in your passion? You know, and so I say that you need to adopt patience almost as your religion. Patience should be your religion, not because it's a technicality, because people, when it's a technicality, people are like,
Can I ask you something that the people probably don't know is, why did you, because you're studying right now in college, international affairs.
Yes, sir.
What sparked that passion
I like
that
that
made
question.
you want to study international affairs, and why are you studying international affairs?
So, the important part for me that inspired me to study international affairs, I was born in the Republic Democratic of Congo, right? And
Congo,
being
it's
born,
real, it's real,
yeah,
it's real.
It's real.
yeah,
Down
being,
there in the
being
Congo,
born
bro.
somewhere in Africa, in Congo, it was something extraordinary that you go through.
Just a short side story. I went to school with Eric in
language,
8th
and peace
grade.
is the
He was an
tradition.
exchange student from
Use your
Africa,
intuition.
what country?
Uganda.
We need some ambition.
And you
Can
know,
you see the vision? If you
him
live it now, you in
being
a pivotal
my brother, you
position.
know what I'm saying? I seen him transfer into the school, and I was like, I could tell that, you know, it was pretty much an all-white school, right? Pretty much. I mean, not much. Probably 95%, something like that. So to see him, you know, being shunned by some kids just because of his skin color, and he's from Africa, I took it upon myself to like hang out with him. Like he came over to my crib multiple times, anytime. We clicked because we were just ourselves, blah blah blah. I went to college, 6 years later. 6 years later, I'm at a pool, I meet MA. I say, what's up, man? What you studying? He say, international affairs. I'm like, why? I want to make the world one nation. Just the first 2 sentences back and forth connected. Little did I know that he's good friends with Eric. So when I'm hanging out with him and Eric, I'm like, what? Like Eric? So it's like, you know how the world just clicks, blah, blah, blah. They went to school together in high school, but you already know. He's the loner. He don't know nobody.
I didn't.
I'm just kidding. But I was saying that it's not easy, as in, you know what I'm saying? Life always has some type of evil built into it. Like, when I like to give speeches, it's not that I don't feel the anxiety. I do feel the anxiety, just like you do. It's the same, like, I'm nervous, like, you know, but you just got to embrace it, and then you got to react on it. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's going to give you the power over it. It's still going to be there even when you're speaking, but the fact that you are up there, it keeps empowering you. You know what I'm saying? It's not going nowhere. I just wanted to say that. It's not easy. It's not going to be easy. You're going to have a great day. You're going to find God, then your dog going to die. Life, like, bro, life is just gonna keep throwing stuff. You just gotta be able to, you know what I'm saying? Be up in it, feel the good, feel the bad, choose the good, and just maneuver the bad. Use the bad for motivation to do the good. Like my brother here, a horrible thing happened to you.
Yes, sir.
You didn't kill yourself.
I almost tried 3 times.
Okay, the fact is he's here. He made it. And he took that. Hold on.
It was a matter of maneuvering.
He took that. He maneuvered. He took that and used it as motivation to help the world. God, it's almost like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, yeet. You know what I'm saying?
This is what inspired me. I'm glad he uncovered that part. It's like, there's these things I lived for. It's like, share your happiness to those with broken heart, and share your broken heart to those with happiness. So when I was broken-hearted, there was people with happiness. They wanted to share their happiness to me. And now today, I feel like I'm gaining a little bit of happiness, and I'm progressing, and I'm like, okay, now let me share my happiness to those in need of happiness.
Of course.
And before I transit my speech to Andy, I want to say we are born to live the life the way we want it to be. We are the children of the universe. So do not be afraid. Do not be afraid to make your mistake, even if everyone out there is staring at you like what you're gonna do. As long as we are not hurting anyone, as long as we are not hurting one another,
of course,
the world is our home, without borders, without hate, without discrimination. So no matter what age you are, you can do anything to become a better, not to live the life just, but to live the life with purpose.
And just, you know, I just want to be able to just help people realize that there is a bigger version of yourself and that you are in charge of it, right? And if you want to make the world a better place, and if you want to see things go in a more positive direction for both you and for humanity, pursue your passion. Pursue what makes you happy, because if you don't pursue what makes you happy, you will grow resentful. You will grow resent as early as your 30s when you become a lawyer. And you're just like, man, this is not what I wanted to do. This is exactly not what I wanted to do, right? My parents forced me into it. Society forced me into it. And so you grow resentful. And so then you start to hate life. And then when you start to hate life, it's just a downward spiral. Okay? And so then there goes the second. That's the first. Here comes the second. Progress, right? That's where goal making set comes in. Goal making. I never used to do it until just recently. And I swear to God, you guys need to do it. Like, honestly. Because it's your roadmap. It's your roadmap. And so when you have a roadmap, you will never get lost in life. You always have a North Star. You always know where to go when you develop your goals. And then the third one is happiness. People, and I'll recite what Tony Robbins says. Tony Robbins, he says, people are the most happiest when they're making progress in the direction, or in the thing that they want to make progress in, their passion. So it's simple. It's really simple. Define what you like, be the energy you want to attract, make progress in that, and be happy, man. It's not going to come easy, but trust me. with that equation, you will never steer yourself wrong. For both you and for humanity. Pursue your passion. Pursue what makes you happy. Because if you don't pursue what makes you happy, is that you don't practice Christianity because you want something. Practice Christianity because you believe in it. Because you believe that it makes you a better person, right?
Right.
Let's use our knowledge to use our
Unite.
purpose and unite the people. And I believe God is love because that's what we're here.
That's why we're here. That's why you're doing what you're doing. I'm doing what I'm doing. He's doing. I mean, I just think that you said when you said purpose is everything, it hit me because it's just real. The kids out there, the adults, anybody, old people, young people, what are you doing right now with your life is more than just like what job are you working?
Definitely.
Or how many
Exactly.
kids you have, or where you went to vacation. It's why are you living? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Why? It doesn't matter if you are a bum on the street. If you wake up every day with that sign that says whatever you wanted to say, that you're trying to help the
What are you
people,
doing?
then you can live with that in your heart and say, I feel good, I'm helping the people. I think that's what the only thing there is to do is help the people. I think that's
Exactly.
everybody's why when it comes down to it. It's our passion for our other people. You know what I'm saying?
That's
why I do
exactly.
it. I know that's why everybody here does what they do. It's to help the people, help the world. If you're not helping the world, you're not doing nothing. Before you make every decision, ask yourself, is this helping myself and helping the world or not?
Definitely.
If it's not, then you probably shouldn't be doing it. We're human, so you might do it once or twice. But, it's about being consistent.
Here's the reason why I think I highly believe that people need to pursue what they're passionate about. You are born into this world, right? Oh my gosh, if I can remember the lyric, let's see. I have this song, and one of my lyrics is, born into this world without a thought, thinking that happiness is free, but happiness is dropped. The good they wrought, evil is sadness is brought. I know it's a lot, but it can never be fought, right? And so, what I mean by that is like when you are born, you're thinking that happiness is free, right? But it's not free. The people in society or the system, whatever you want to call it, it beats it out of you that you need to go with the grain, because if you don't go with the grain, it's just not going to work out for you, right? And it's hard. But that's not what the human being is all about. The human being was born with consciousness for a purpose, right? And so we should use our consciousness and
Think for yourself.
Exactly, think for yourself. Don't just stand by not having a purpose in life. The people that just stand by without a purpose, those are the people that develop depression. See, I truly believe that if you have
everything,
they
suffering.
exactly they envelop whatever there is to envelop when it comes to suffering. You just envelop suffering. You encapsulate it when you don't have your why, when you don't define reasons on why you live.
Mama told me stop
It's just
politicking
not
with these
like
politicians.
that's what I wrote down in my journal. Just like
People gon' listen.
it's just like
It ain't really hard to
dude,
see that
you
people
need
live
to
in vision.
define
Unifying everybody
what
is my
you
only
are
mission.
here for.
One world
Why
nation.
are you
Love is my
here?
religion.
You
Stop
know?
with all the killing while we
As
don't
long
have
as it's
competition.
helping
This is for all my
humanity
innocent
move
people
in
that's
the
in
positive
prison.
direction.
This is for all my people that's
Do
fighting
what
with
you wanna do,
addiction.
man.
This is for
Just
all
do
my
what
people
you
that
wanna
live in
do.
bad
Come on,
conditions.
somebody.
Love is the language and peace is the tradition.
You might as
your intuition.
well just
We need some ambition.
you might as well just
Can you see the vision?
go through
If you
life
live it now,
as an
you in a
adventure
pivotal
instead of just
position.
simply just doing what people tell you to do.
Right.
How fun is that?
So
It's not.
fun.
Have fun, bro. Just have fun.
Gotta have
Exactly.
fun.
Have fun. Positive and move everybody forward.
Right.
My biggest problem is, from a very early age, a lot of people have this idea beat into their mind that they're supposed to do something, or they need to do this, or they can't do that. I know Kanye one time. He's
one of my favorite artists.
Of course.
Kanye,
If
what's
he's-
up, baby?
If he's not
Sign
a
me,
top,
Kanye.
if he's not a top five,
bro.
then you gotta listen to more music.
Yeah. Oh, come on, somebody.
But he talks about how kids, when they're younger, they'll jump up on a table, they'll pretend they're a superhero,
Exactly.
and then their parent, their cousin, someone older than them will tell them, "You're not a superhero. Get off the table." And
That's funny, but that's what happens.
they're beating you down right there.
Yeah,
So
exactly,
the biggest
yeah.
problem is from a young age, you have this mindset given to you you're not really able to develop it on your own because your mom's a lawyer. She wants you to be a lawyer. Your dad's construction worker, and so he wants you to be better. Maybe you want to be a construction worker too.
Yeah.
And people try to choose your destiny, and really only you're the one that can do that.
Yes.
And that's your why. Everyone has their own why. You have a scientifically a 1 in 7 billion or 1 in 7 trillion chance of
being a human
being.
Yeah.
And you were made that human being for the sole purpose of your purpose.
Yes, exactly.
You had your purpose, and that's why
that purpose is prior to birth. You think that you come in with your spirit knowing already?
I think that's part of the higher power when you go back to it. There's you have your destiny no matter what stage in life you're in, whether it's post being conceived, whether it's midlife, death, whatever.
Right.
There's a higher power with your helping you with your destiny, where you're going, what you're doing.
Right.
So you always have a why. Whether you've been born yet or not, there's a why for you. Some people don't find it, which is they just don't. Some people find it easily. But the why is huge. So
one of my favorite philosophers, if you want to call him a philosopher, is Earl Nightingale. I don't know if you guys heard of Earl Nightingale, but that guy, his videotapes back in the 1900s, it was called Insights with Earl Nightingale. And he was an outside-of-the-box thinker. And so he would just make personal development tapes that I listened to on my way to work. And it just inspires me to, be a better human being. But one thing that stood out to me, and that what I can relate to Andy, is what he said about the Oreo.
The Oreo.
The Oreo. So the Oreo, it's already America's favorite cookie when it comes out, right? It just it's a hit, and today it still is a hit, which means that it's a very legendary product. But then you look at the Oreo and just well, if it's already America's favorite, how can anybody improve upon it? But then they started making lemon Oreos.
Double stuffed.
And so that's what you're doing.
So
that's what you're doing, is that you are taking real estate, and you're just this can totally be improved. It's not what we don't know that harms us. It's what we do know.
So is that your favorite philosopher?
One of them.
One of them.
One of them, yeah.
He's not a philosopher anyway.
Okay.
But one of my favorite people is Steve Jobs.
I like it.
I love Steve Jobs.
Awesome. Yeah.
And one of his big things, one of the huge Apple campaigns was think different. So,
yeah, think different. I like it, and
Apple's purpose was to create, not necessarily create a new way to do things, but to create a different way. So it's all just about being different, outside of the box, like you said. So
yeah, well, guys, let's get deep one time. This is Conversations with Consciousness,
of course.
We are welcoming you to life-changing dreams and visions that we can all hold on to, that we can all share with each other, that we can all evolve into a community and make this world a better place. Now let me ask you one serious deep question real quick. I know that we are all here trying to make the world better.
Yes.
And that's what Conversations with Consciousness is all about. And I just want to know on a deep level, I know that it's kind of a taboo nowadays to talk about, but I want to know, and this is just open to conversation, anybody can just jump in, is what is everybody's thoughts on the creation, of this, you know what I'm saying, this thing that we love so much, this thing that we want to make better, life. You know what I'm saying? Is, have you guys ever thought about who's on the outside looking at us? You know what I'm saying? As who's the creator of all of this? Have you guys had any, you know what I'm saying, valuable
No, I understand.
thoughts?
Let me say that let me comment just 30 seconds.
Okay.
Growing up, I had passion. Who's the creator of everything? Because it didn't follow here, but then I realized there's higher power. That's what I think. There's higher power in the universe that connects us. The living energy, the light's energy. That those things that are out of control of a human made or human hands.
If there was nothing there to guide me.
I understand, man.
So there's definitely something like a destiny. I feel like I don't know what is
Something
guiding
that's
me.
kind of like working into your favor.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. It's definitely there.
For the children, sing. Go. Money, spendo, we live in. We love each other for the people.